Howdy folks, this is Jethro. Just wanted to come on tonight real quick and got a final on my Psychedelic 60s group build hosted by Dan the Man over there at 60s Rule channel, or the 60s Rule channel. You got both channels. Most of y'all know that already, but either one works. I'm going to put that information in the description below. But if you don't know Dan for some reason, go check him out. He's a really cool guy. Does a lot of great work. A lot of fun stuff going on over there. So, Dan, thanks for hosting this group build. I believe this is the third year for this. It's always a lot of fun. The 60s were cool. There's so many options for the 60s. So it's an open book for that. You can just about do anything built in the 60s. So, again, Dan, thanks for hosting the build. So what I did was this Chevy 2 funny car. I believe it's a 1965 Nova Chevy 2. This was like the beginning of the funny car phase where they were really stretching the limits on factory stock. So this is what I came up with. Move this up a little bit so we can see what we got. Let's see, there we go. It was a lot of fun. This kit was not the greatest kit in the world. It's very simplistic. The instructions are kind of vague in some areas. You just got to kind of figure stuff out, but not very many parts, and it's pretty clear where most of it go. If you're a car guy, I guess if you didn't know anything about cars, you might have a problem because it doesn't really show you anything about where to put the engine, the headers. Installing all of that is just kind of left to your imagination. But it went together really well, and it is a lot of fun. Had a good time doing this build. I wanted to come up with something different for the paint scheme, being for the Psychedelic 60s. And as I turn it around, I see I did not put the taillights in yet, so it's the almost final on this. I will have to dig through the parts box and find the taillights for it, but I did a little bit of an airbrush fade paint job on it. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that. We're gonna see if we can pick this thing up without breaking something and show you the top of it. The paint really came out pretty good. I was happy with that. After I had some, I did a Metal Flake silver base coat, and it kind of disappeared on it. You can see a little bit of the Metal Flake in there. It's not nearly as pronounced as I'd hoped it would be, but it came out pretty good. I think it came out good. I'm happy with the overall results of it. So the floor, the bottom end, it's a full tube chassis, aluminum floor pans, and all of that stuff. So it's very much not a factory stock car by any means. It's all complete race car underneath, and altered wheelbase. Under the hood, fuel injected 427, which is a cool looking engine. That was one of my things that I really enjoyed about it. Put the plug wires in there. I wanted to do yellow plug wires. The only pre-wired distributor I had blue wires, so I painted them yellow. I didn't know how that would work. I thought it might be a disaster, but they came out pretty good. I ended up putting a coil up on the firewall. It did not have a coil, but the pre-wired distributors come with 7 or 9 wires. Eight cylinders and the coil. So figured I better go ahead and put a coil on there. But really not much to go over on this. I mean, I just built it. It's basically box stock. Like I say, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the paint experiment. It came out pretty good. I'm happy with that. You can see it doesn't exactly set square. It's kind of drooping on the right side there a little bit. It's another thing they don't really show you too well is how the interior fastens to the chassis, and you got to put the body over that, and there really isn't any good place for the body to mount. They mainly mounts on the back package tray and the dash right with the glass. So you got to use Mod Podge. I don't know how that's going to hold up, but I did put some glue along the edge of the interior panels in here, and I glued along there and put a piece. I still got that little rod, and it actually spread that out a little bit, make sure that made contact. So hopefully it'll stay together. So far so good. Decals were just straight out of the kit. I just picked all of those out. I like the way it came out. It's a neat looking car. Not a great deal of work involved. It took me way longer to do this than it should have, because I was just fighting with having time to be in here doing this. This is officially my last model build in this workshop or workspace configuration, which I'm kind of glad of that. This is less than ideal. I've got stuff, and this is like the old computer desk in our old office, and I've got some stuff in here. I got stuff in my closet. I got stuff on the back porch workbench. I got stuff out on the carport. Everything I need is in 5 different places, and it's just very disorganized. So I'm working on a shed and setting that up as a proper workshop with a proper workbench. Hopefully all of my stuff will be self-contained in there, and I'll be able to actually find stuff a little easier. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm not the greatest organized person anyway, and the way it is here, there's no way to organize it. So I've been fighting that for a long time, and I'm looking forward to having a true workshop, but I'm a solid month away from that. So I'm not going to start another build until I'm finished out there, because that's what's been dragging me away from this. It took me a month and a half to do this, and there's not very many parts in this. It's not that difficult of a build, but anyway, that's about what we got. Don't have a whole lot else to say about it. Like I say, it was fun. I enjoy the Psychedelic 60s build. That's a neat build. It's a fun era. There was a lot of cool stuff going on then. Probably some of the coolest cars there was built in the 60s. So, of course, I was born in 1960, so that has a lot to do with it. That influenced me greatly, the 60s. So, anyway, I'm going to leave you with that. Don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate all my viewers, and still enjoy the YouTube experience. It's a lot of fun keeping up with all you guys' videos. Sometimes it's a challenge, but I do the best I can. I only have so many hours in a day to dedicate to that, but hopefully soon that's going to change. Kind of getting ready for a change in my work schedule, going from working full-time to being retired full-time, so that should free up a little bit of time. From what I hear from everybody that's retired, I'm going to be busier from now on, but hopefully it'll be busier doing fun stuff like building models. So anyway, that's about it. I'm going to let y'all go, and hopefully I'll not forget to put the taillights in this car, but it's a drag car anyway. What difference does that make? They're not going to be functional. So anyway, that's about it. I will end it from here. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all have a great week, and we will catch you on the next one. This is Jethro, over and out.